So there was actually, I don't know how much you're going to be able to do this live, because there is a major big download that needs doing for this. I think it's like for the whole game, so we'll see how much I can do live before realising I need to download the rest of the game to show you the rest of it. So yeah, this is a remake of the 1999 game. So yeah, remake of the 1999 game. Didn't sell out well, sadly, but I was amazed to find out that they were doing a remake of this. So here we go.
Came the discovery of the superstrings theory, which stated that an elementary particle that is 10 to the negative 35 meters in diameter was the basic element of all matter. This prompted the idea that an infinite number of worlds exist parallel to our own, all separated by extra dimensions at the subatomic scale. Will be a year long remembered in the scientific world as Professor William Kaufman's published work on ubiquitary strings is released. Simply put, Kaufman predicts that travel to a parallel world may be possible using a method he's called string tunneling. Many in the scientific field, while agreeing with his findings, say that the power output that is needed is far beyond the capabilities of science. Anthony Zhu's trial ended today with a narrow not guilty verdict. The families of the 11 MIT lab workers who were killed in the July 1999 explosion contend that Zhu was at fault, and that his attempt to create the first matter-antimatter reaction was the cause.
Originally, the intro was a CGI animated one. I see they're going like paintings and stuff, which is pretty cool.
You're in my light, pal.
Commander Slade?
Not bad. Want to guess my weight, too?
I'm Major Vernon, sir. We've got a diamond priority situation at one of our outposts, and I'm to bring you to the site.
I got time to finish my drink?
Guess not.
Guess not.
Sorry, sir, but we're almost to the site, and I'm supposed to debrief you before we land.
Get on with it, then.
In your mission briefing, you'll see that yesterday at 16:30 GST, a top-secret military experiment was launched.
You got any coffee?
No, sir. Now, if you'll just follow along.
Damn. Okay, I'm all ears, Major. Go on.
Well, as you may know, scientists have talked about traveling to parallel worlds for the last couple of years, and yesterday, we did it.
Did what?
We sent a probe through the boundary separating us from the other dimensions.
Really? Where'd you wind up? Belgium?
For 71 minutes, we were receiving data back from the probe before an entity from that world damaged it, sending an energy backlash through to our world that's caused an atomic chain reaction we were unable to contain.
Looks like your precious lab blew up.
Not exactly. Pilot, give me a 30-degree roll to port. It caved in.
Let me get this straight. The probe you shot in the Twilight Zone screwed up and is sucking us in?
Yes. And the vortex is growing exponentially, Commander. We estimate 25 days before the Earth is no more than a cosmic memory.
I think this was set in the year 2007, so that was 10 years ago.
So why am I here?
You're here to escort a group of 3 scientists into the same parallel world to repair and retrieve that probe.
I'm trained in combat and survival. I don't run an escort service.
Urgent. Soft gear maintenance op needed at Hall G13. Red Sector com briefing is a go at 1300 hours.
Look, all I'm saying, Anthony, is we weren't ready. I was as eager as you to test our theories, but that didn't give us license to...
Us? I'm not taking the fall for your flawed theories, Kaufman. My energy source didn't lose that probe, and when we find it, I'll...
Attention. Report all
Gentlemen,
packages.
this is Commander Cutter Slade. He's here to make sure you have no problems on your little trip.
No more than you've got, anyway.
This is Professor William Kaufman, head of the Christabel Project.
Lab techs,
It's a
vaccination
pleasure,
and-
Commander. I'm sorry
You
it
and me
has to-
both, Professor.
And Professor Anthony Xu, Professor Kaufman's...
guiding light. Without me, he'd still be at the blueprint stage.
Where I fear we should have stayed.
We can save the speculation until after we've plugged that hole, gentlemen. Professor Kaufman, you're due at the pad first.
Oh, I'll be along momentarily, Major.
Urgent. Past 5 commanders. P1 reload.
So, what's the plan, Professor?
Quite simple, really. When we get to the other world, we locate the damaged probe and repair the systems using these backup cards. Of course, the damage could be anything from the power output to the...
It's not the power output, it's the string tunneling device.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to the pad. Why did they choose you, Commander?
Guess I drew the short straw.
Nice to know we have something in common. See you on the other side, gentlemen.
One step away from proving my energy source can work, and now this. I can't believe my luck.
Don't worry, Professor. Stick close to me and we'll get through this.
Listen, G.I. Joe. I'm only gonna tell you this once. I don't take orders from anyone.
Is that so?
I have a strong feeling you're going to be trouble.
Mm-hmm. The feeling's mutual, Professor. Suit's a bit on the tight side.
Sorry. We've already sent a shipment of new technology weaponry to the other world. The instructions were in your brief.
Thanks. By the way, you said 3 scientists. So far, I've only seen double.
Wolf?
Oh, God.
What's she doing here?
You two know each other?
Not really. I know her lawyers pretty well, though.
Look, about that,
Is there a problem?
I don't really know. Is there, Wolf? I wouldn't want the senator upset again.
my mother has nothing to do with this. I'm here on my own credentials.
Ms. Wolf is our exobiologist, Commander. If your mission runs longer than expected, she'll be helping you figure out which bugs to eat and what plants to
Commander
avoid.
Slade, T-minus 10 minutes to launch.
She'll also be attempting
Please report to
communication
launch
with
pad.
sentient beings we saw on the probe.
Communication? Her? How ironic.
You don't understand, Commander. What happened wasn't...
This happy reunion will have to wait, you two. Commander, we need you on the pad now. Ms. Wolf? What was all that about?
Guess you guys didn't have time for background checks. Level with me, Vernon. Is this thing really gonna get a point there? Just try not to break anything else before I get back, will you?
We'll try, Commander. Good luck.
That's close to the end. Right. Well, there you go, that's the intro. Let's see how much gameplay I can do without realising I need to download the rest of the game. Wow, look at this.
Ulukai? Ulukai! Son Nikar! Son Guarta!
You guys want to keep it down. My head is splitting.
Ulukai, Are you unhurt?
Zul'Grim.
I think so, Doc, except my hearing's a bit out of whack.
I do not understand, Ulukai.
Ulukai? What's that, some egghead word for... Holy shit!
What is egghead?
Who are you? Where are the others?
I am Zul'Grim, leader of the Dolotai Guardians. What others do you talk of?
Others, like me.
We found you alone, Ulukai. No others were there.
Brilliant. Now what?
Now? Now we will help you retrieve your 5 Mons and defeat Feyran and his soldier leader Croax. Then all of Adelpha will be free.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down there, Chief. I hate to burst your bubble, but I've already got a world to save.
Yes, Ulukai, and that is Adelpha.
Why do you keep calling me Ulukai? The name is Cutter Slade.
Hundreds of moons ago, the Prophet Khazar spoke of a higher being, the Ulukai, who would arrive at this time to save Adelpha from destruction at the hands of Feyran. To do this, you will need the 5 Mons, sacred objects that have been hidden around the regions of Adelpha, awaiting your arrival.
Sounds like you have some real problems. Zul'Grim, was it? But right now, I gotta find the 3 other people on my team and a busted probe. That's my first priority. If I have time afterwards, I'll see what I can do about helping you, okay?
If you search for friends and busted probe, have you a way of finding them?
Now that you mention it, no, I don't.
Then I propose a deal with you, Ulukai. I will tell the other Dolotai Guardians to go out into their regions and search for what you seek. When they discover anything, they will get word to me, then I to you.
How many men do you have?
Once, we numbered in the thousands. Now we are but 100, and getting smaller with each moon.
So if I help you get these Mons, you'll use your 100 eyes and ears to look around this world for me?
Yes.
Doesn't sound like I have much of a choice here. How will you know where I am?
We will know, Ulukai. Many Talon will not believe in you until they hear stories of your good deeds. All will watch your every move.
Fair enough. Now the probe is a big, shiny metal object, and I need to find it first.
Is this what you seek?
A backpack? Where'd you get that?
It was found where you arrived, Ulukai, as one many sacred objects of the Yods.
No, the probe is much bigger than that. You said the rest of the equipment is there?
No, Ulukai. When sacred objects were discovered, many Talon take them for themselves, to have a little part of the Yods, and to feel hope that some moon they would help. Most Talon will not want to give up their sacred objects.
This mission will be a snap, Commander. It's just a simple repair operation. What could go wrong? Well, let's count. I lost my crew, can't find the probe. My equipment is being used by the natives as rosary beads. And I have one backpack with my HK-P12 and 30 rounds of ammo. I believe that places this mission somewhere just south of Fubar.
I did not understand all what you said, Ulukai. But if you are looking for more items, I would like to give you this.
What is it?
This Gamsav is believed to save a Talon's essence when it is held and squeezed in one's hand. When you do this, a strange glow builds inside the Gamsav, and after a few moments, it lets out a bright light. This is believed to imprint your essence on the Gamsav, but you cannot move while the light is growing.
Skip it, Chief. This is too much. Look, I think I need to clear my head. Got a place I can stretch my legs a bit?
Of course, Ulukai. Our camp is open to you. You should find my son Lan. He can help you. Once he has done so, return to me, and I will open the Dalka, so you may leave.
Right.
HK-P12 ammo located.
HK-P12 ammo located.
Right. A lot more easier this time. Right. X is jump. Square's action. That's just to talk to people. Triangle. Don't know what triangle does yet. Oh, wait, what was that? So circle brings up the details and stuff. So that's my backpack. Notepad. That's where lexicon, analytics, Oh, I see. That tells you how your reputation is. Enemy characteristics. Okay, that's cool. I think there was a backpack, health pack in here. Got it. Wow. I was just playing the original Outcast since it got pushed back, and quite a bit of different stuff. Same map, but so here we are in the snowy region of Ranzar. This is actually the smallest out of the 6 regions you visit. The others are pretty vast. There's the Dao coach, will take me to Shamazar when I'm ready. So there's my HKP-12, the user ASH-1, which I'm not... That's all I got right now. So it's user H1, Hawk MK8, FT-74X. That's a flamethrower, which I can't wait to get. LN Duo 500, which is a grenade launcher. There's a Slint B, which is like a sniper rifle. And that one's like a laser cannon. And that one's like a machine gun. You'll see. Oh wait.
Unstable organic energy detected.
Unstable organic energy detected. Oh wait, look, bars there. Oh, there's nothing in that.
Unstable organic energy detected.
You'll find stuff to help recreate ammo, which you'll see over time. Talk to Jan in a sec. Just look for more stuff. Autosaves too. Wow, just look at this place.
Stable organic energy detected.
Stable organic energy detected. So his backpack's also a jetpack now. Got some metal.
Foreign material detected.
How do you put the gun away? Alright, triangle puts the gun away.
Foreign material detected.
Alright, L2's dive under.
Foreign material detected.
There's actually a bunch of stuff under the water. So you've got some money. The currency in this game is called Zorkins. Believe it or not, those shells will help create small ammo once I find the right person.
Foreign material detected. Foreign material
Lots of HKP-12 ammo down there. Alright, so his surface is on his own. Alright, let's go.
That looks cold.
Freezing. Right, just go up those stairs just before.
Let's see if this headset transmitter works. Slade to group. Slade to group. Is anyone reading me? Damn it, people! Turn on your receivers!
Head back. Right, let's go find Jam. There he is. Some more HK for each one. And some there. Hey, got a trophy. Get a way to use this!
Are you Jan?
Anytime, pal.
Yes, Ulukai. I'm glad that you are feeling better.
Thanks. Your father said you could help me get the kinks out.
The what?
Forget it. I need to get some exercise. Can you help me out?
I can do that, Ulukai. There are 4 tests we do here to train other guardians. I can guide you through them if you would like.
I would.
Then you can choose from our tests of jumping, swimming, targeting, or sneaking.
Notepad accessed.
Tell me about your test of swimming.
You have finished that test, Ulukai. There is no need to repeat it.
What about this targeting test?
You have finished that test, Ulukai. There is no need to repeat it.
Let's try this jumping test.
I think I've got to
You have finished that test, Ulukai. There is no need to repeat it.
Okay, now we just need to do the sneak one.
What is this sneaking test?
This is our most difficult test. Since my father orders that we follow the no-violence teachings of Khazar, we find that we are forced to try and sneak into places without the soldiers seeing us.
Nothing wrong with a little sneak and peek. Saves on ammo.
If you say, Ulukai, me, I want to fight. But my father forbids it, and so now we train how to retrieve objects without being spotted. Follow me and I will tell you the rules.
Just check inside this house for... Well, what the? Were you just floating? No, there's no other stuff in here. I must have already been in here. There he is. Come in. How you crawl on this?
Come here a second, would you?
How does this work?
Ulukai, you will now begin the most difficult of our tests. What we will do is have you stand in the area of the square. Once I say 1, 2, 3, you must begin to try and get the fruit I lay on the ground.
Sounds easy enough.
It will not be, Ulukai. If you leave the square before I count 3, I will start over. If I see you, I will tell you, and you will have to come to me to restart the test.
Let's go then.
Enter your square and we will begin. Wait for my count, please.
Notepad accessed.
One, 2, 3.
Alright, L1 is crawl.
I have seen
Oh,
you,
sugar.
Ulukai. Come, speak with me.
Sorry.
Want to try that again?
I guess you are...
Again?
I guess you are still weak from your travels. Let us try it again. As soon as I say 3, you will need to get the fruit.
Right. Try again.
1, 2, 3.
Just wait. Right. Now. There's a lot more boxes this time, I think. Get out! Got it.
You did it! I could not see you!
Jan's stealth trophy.
So, did I pass?
Yes, Ulukai. I have no doubt that you could pass our tests. It was my honor to help you get out of your kink. I hope now that we will be able to learn more useful battle strategies from you.
Your father wouldn't be too happy about that.
My father does not want to see what is happening around him. He talks of the old moons of the Guardians and the honor their name once held. Never does he see that few are being left alive which believe the way he does.
Don't worry, Jan. I've never failed in a mission yet.
May the odds be silent during your travels, Ulukai. My father will be glad to hear that you are ready to begin.
Thanks.
Oh yes, I almost forgot. You will need this.
Hey, that's an EVD. Where did you find this?
This and many sacred objects are all around Adelpha now, Ulukai. When they were found, many believe them objects of the Yards.
Say, can you tell me a bit more about your father?
He is a great leader, and if things were different in Adelpha, he would be the leader of all the Dolotai Guardians. As it is this moon, we must hide or face the reverting flames of Feyran.
He gets people to join him by burning them?
Yes, Ulukai.
Strange recruitment plan. How's your father fighting back?
We never fight, although most of us would like to. I am beginning to think that my father's essence is going weak. I want to no longer listen to his teachings of Khazar and of peace. I want more than anything to revert Feyran myself for what he has done.
Whoa, simmer down there, Jan. I'm sure your father knows what he's doing.
We shall see soon enough.
Jump that ledge.
Foreign material detected. Unstable organic energy detected.
Don't see any. Maybe Zokram's in his house. It's not here. Is that it? Oh, that's Raz. Raz! There he is.
Can I see you for a second?
What is a Daoka?
They are the travel rings that have been found throughout Adelpha for thousands and thousands of moons. No Talon knows who created them, only that they allow fast travel to regions where they lie. We turned ours off to make sure no soldiers followed us when we rescued you.
What are these Mon you told me about again?
It is said that you will come to Adelpha and reunite the 5 Mons. Then the season of Feyran will come to an end and all of Adelpha will be at peace once again.
And what are they?
No Talon knows. They were found by Caesar and then hidden from the soldiers of Feyran by all the Shamas after Caesar was reverted. Find the Shamas in any region you enter to begin finding them on, Ulukai.
What is a Yod?
The Yods are the forces that watch us from above and give all Talon our essence. They are the ones who have brought you to us, we hope.
What can you tell me of Croax?
I was very young when he became the leader of Feyran's soldiers. From what my father told me before being reverted, Croax always tried to be in control, to have others under his power.
How did he and Feyran get together?
When Feyran first arrived in Shamazar, he met with Caesar several times. They were always seen arguing. Croax saw his chance to join forces with Feyran, and together they began to teach their message of power over the weak.
So how can I get out of this joint?
Have you finished Yam's tests, Ulukai?
Sure did. He says I passed with flying colors. Now I should get going.
As you wish, Ulukai. But before you leave, I will remind you of our deal. You find the 5 Mons, and we will attempt to find that what you seek.
That'll have to do for now. But just know, the second I find that probe, I'm completing the mission first. Understood?
It shall be as you say, Ulukai. Now the path to your first Mon lies in Shamazar, the region beyond the Daoka in our camp. Once you arrive there, you will need to find Shamaz Zeb. He may be in the village to the far west of the Daoka where you appear.
Sounds like a plan.
In other regions as well, you will need to find a Shamaz.
So the only people I should find are them?
Others will try to help, Ulukai. A good talent to find is also a recreator. I think they have discovered secrets about your sacred objects.
The recreators?
Yes. They and all others will help you. I only hope you will find the help of the leaders as well.
The leaders of what?
Many of the regions produce resources for the soldiers of Feyran and Croax. I have been in contact with many of them, but all are unwilling to stop their work for Feyran.
They like working for him?
No, Ulukai. They simply fear his anger, or they are too dumb to understand why we want to do this.
Well, I'll see what I can do about that if I have the time.
I know you can win them over. You have the mark of the Ulukai on you, and all will know your words carry great weight.
So that's what it is. I thought maybe one of your guys mistook me for a New York subway car.
Be warned, Ulukai. Many soldiers have been seen now that you are known to be alive. You will want to stay away from the Temple Fey in the center of Shamazar. There are many soldiers there. Stay to the south end of Shamazar.
Thanks for the advice.
Know this. All Guardians will be watching you. You will find our help when you are fulfilling the prophecy of the Ulukai, and you will know our anger if you do not. All Talon will know your actions and treat you in the manner you treat them.
You just remember that I need to find the others and that probe, and we'll get along famously.
Then I will activate the Daoka for you. May the Yods be silent, Ulokai.
Notepad accessed.
Fingers crossed I don't have to wait for the rest of the download to be done to the rest of Shamasa. Here we go. Alright, fingers crossed. At least let me be able to do Shamazar 2 at least before finishing that download.
Lexicon accessed.
Yes! Shamazar,
Stable
my
organic
favourite
energy
region.
detected.
Look at this place. It looks even better than before.
Hello there.
Ah, you are better, I see, Ulokai.
Sure am.
Then you will want to find Shamaz Zeb and begin searching the regions for the Mons. Please know that all the soldiers of every region are on the hunt for you. I would suggest that you stay here in Shamazar until you feel you are ready to travel into the other regions. But know that you can enter any of them whenever you feel the need.
Thanks for the tip.
It is my honor to help you, Ulokai. But another word of warning. Some Daokas lead directly into soldier camps. You would be wise to enter only those Daoka that you know lead to a someplace less dangerous.
I'll keep that in mind.
Then I will not keep you any longer, Ulokai. Shamaz Zeb waits you in the village to the west. If you would like, I would like to take you to the village.
You can take me there, huh?
Yes, if you would like.
Sure, I'd love the company.
I will show you what I can along the way. Please follow me, Ulokai.
Alright, lead the way. I know the way there myself, but I like following this guy. Wow. Oh. Shamazar, the farming, religious region.
Metal detected.
Right behind you, pal. Ah, got it.
To the north of this spot is where the Temple Fae is. Many soldiers of Kuroax are around there. You should not enter there, Ulukai.
Sounds like good advice.
The Temple Fae is one of 4 temples in this region. The other 3 are to the northeast of the Temple Fae, but they are all smaller. We must go now. We are here, Ulukai. The village is just to the west of here. I hope Shema Zeb will be of some help.
Ditto, pal. Thanks for the tour.
My honor, Ulukai. Wait, I did want to give you a small piece of advice before I go.
Shoot.
There are convoys of supplies leaving almost all regions of Adelpha. They go to supply Feyran soldiers. If you can, you may want to stop them when you see them. I know it could make the soldiers weaker over time.
I'll try. Thanks.
May the Yads be silent, Ulukai.
Oh, his name's Brazen. Oh, there's the storehouse. And that key's still there. So that's the USAH-1 ammo. Wow. There's a recreator.
Yo, Shorty. How's it going?
At long last, the Ulukai has arrived. My father would be proud to know that I am meeting you.
He would?
Yes, Ulukai. He was a recreator like I am. My name is Clath. I am eager to be helping you.
What other help can you give me?
You know that many regions here supply different items for Feyran.
I'm finding that out, yes.
Well, besides helping you with making weapon fuel, we recreators have an idea.
What's that?
You can affect the soldiers that block your paths to the Mons by finding a way to get each leader of the regions to agree to stop producing their supplies to the soldiers.
Yeah? Thanks.
Mar in the village here, for example. All Talon are afraid of him because one bad word from him and any Talon will disappear forever. But Mar is stupid and does not understand the harm he causes.
What can I do?
If he were to agree with stopping risk production, all Talon would do so gladly. But you will have to convince all here, and Mar, that you are indeed the Ulukai that we all hoped would come.
Can you explain what a recreator is exactly?
We are but a few Eloi Talon who can recreate simple objects after we have examined them with our essence. We have been working for Feyran for thousands of moons, though, creating weapons for his soldiers.
Against your wishes, I hope.
That is true, Ulukai. And to show this, I would like to offer to help you on behalf of all recreators. You need only show us any of your sacred objects which fuel your weapons, and we will attempt to make them for you.
How do you know about those?
All Talan have them, Ulukai. We have studied them and found that we would be able to recreate some of these objects with material from Adelpha. If you want any more history about us recreators, see Hoon in Okriana.
Can you make me any weapons?
Sorry, Ulukai. The weapons we know how to make are made to be fueled by a Fey Talon's essence, like the soldiers. From what I hear, you do not have this essence, and these weapons cannot be used by you. I wish I could do this for you, you must know.
Lexicon accessed.
What do you need to make weapon fuel for me?
You need only bring a sample of the weapon fuel you need made, and I and the other recreators will know what you need made. At that time, we can tell you what material from Adelpha we will need to create your fuel.
Can you make these?
Yes, Ulukai. You will need to bring me these objects.
Can you make these?
Yes, Ulukai. You will need to bring me these objects.
I'll ask you to make some ammo later. Right, let's find Shimazeb.
Stable organic energy detected.
It's not here.
Detected.
There's the Twanhar pen. There you go. Oh wait, there's his house.
Key detected.
Key. Get it up first.
Hi there.
Oh, the Yods have returned you from your sleep. I am pleased.
Thanks. Now, about that Mon.
I have waited for this moon since I was a small Talan to finally meet the Ulukai.
Great. The Mon?
Oh, yes, yes. Liman, I am afraid I have a confession to make.
This is going to be bad, isn't it?
Yes, Ulukai. I do not know where the Mon is. Please forgive me. But the Shamas before me would reverted before telling the secret of the Mon.
That's okay. It's what I expected with the kind of day I'm having.
Wait, a Talan named Narn has searched for the Mon for the past few moons. His friend was killed by Croax. Since he believes the stories about the Mon being a powerful weapon of the Yods, he is trying to claim it for himself.
Has he made any progress?
Again, I fail you in not knowing Ulukai. I have not seen him since last moon, but I need to find him and calm the fire that burns in his essence before he reverts Croax.
Sounds like Croax is in need of a little reverting.
No, Ulukai. The essence suffers when Talan reverts Talan.
Notepad accessed.
Hey, Doc.
I want to know more about this reverting.
Reverting is what we call it when a Talan dies. His essence is reverted back to the Yod which first gave it to him.
How?
For example, a Fey Talan is reverted by fire. Then his essence is returned to the Yod Fey.
You burn them alive?
No. If a Talan dies peacefully, the essence remains inside until the body is reverted. The reverting ceremony also allows the Talan's destiny to appear. We call that the Hazades.
Whoa, X-Files, eat your heart out.
Lexicon accessed.
What is a Hazardes?
Think of the Hazardes like the essence of a Talan, which rises once they are reverted, then travels to the person or place it needed to see to finish its destiny.
Lexicon accessed.
I've already asked about sea gods.
Tell me more about this essence.
Well, I know very little, but the basics are simple. There are 4 essences: Ka, Fei, Eloi, Ganda. Each is linked with other aspects of life. You should ask Shemaz Mezum at the Temple Eloi for more details about these. I am only beginning my studies, and I fear I have a lot to learn.
What can you tell me about the Temple Fei?
The Temple Fei used to be the same as the other 3 Essence temples to the north of it. But when Fei Ran began to rule, he said that it needed to reflect his power.
So he rebuilt it?
Yes, it is now larger than the other temples. Croax has 2 Daoka inside the temple. They lead to soldier camps in the regions of Okasangar and Motazar. I would not enter those until you know it is safe, Ulukai. Soldiers are always on the other side.
Thanks for the advice.
Croax is usually seen at the Temple Fei, giving instructions to his soldiers. If a man is hidden there, it will not be easy to get. Talk to Zalinas. He is usually here in the village.
Notepad accessed.
Can you tell me about Fei Ran?
There is little else I can tell you, Ulukai. I wish there was more I could do. Shabazz Mezum might be of more help. He is older than I. He is usually found at the Temple Eloi, to the far north of the Temple Fei.
I've already asked about the Mon. None.
So you don't know where Narn is?
Have you spoke with Ilot yet? He could be the best talent to ask. I wish I knew, but I have not seen Narn since his last visit. His brother Ilot is in the rice fields to the far north of the village.
Lexicon accessed.
That's about it. Oops.
Hello there.
Greetings, Ululu. How are you this moon?
That's Ulukai, isn't it?
That is what I said, no?
Okay.
Mar knows what he says. Mar is leader of all Shamatzar.
Lexicon accessed.
What can you tell me about Shamazar?
Shamazar is the best of all regions of Adelpha, cause Mar is in charge.
And just who put you in charge?
Croax did. I always think that friend Croax was mean, Balan. But he visited me one moon and asked me to lead all of Shamatzar. So I do. He's good, no?
I don't know. I wonder why he picked you.
Because Mar is the smartest Talon of all, Ulubi.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
He also said that I was, how did he say, not able to cause an uprising, whatever that is.
Sounds like the same logic a certain nasty goose stepper used. So what do you do?
I count Rhys and tell friend Croax how many workers not finish their work with a race each moon.
What happens to those workers?
I think he takes them to go talk to them or something. They never come back, so they must be getting a different job somewhere.
Yeah, probably pushing up daisies.
You think that is a good job? Maybe I should try it.
What an idiot.
What can you tell me about the Rhys around here?
All the Rhys goes to the soldiers. We keep a little for ourselves. But friend Croax says too much Rhys makes workers slow.
Guess that doesn't apply to soldiers, huh?
What?
Forget it.
If soldiers not get Rhys every moon from us, friend Croax would be very mad, and soldiers would become weaker. I cannot let that happen. We need soldiers to protect us.
From what?
From something I do not know.
Is there anything useful you can tell me about the soldiers?
They guard us from something.
What?
I do not know. But whatever it is, they need a lot of Rhys to do it. Times that they do not get Rhys, they become very weak.
Mar, is there any way I could convince you to stop your Rhys production?
No, I do not think other Talon will follow their great leader Mar on this.
Why?
They all speak quietly of wanting to see the Essence Stone returned. I have never seen stone either. Mar wants to see pretty stone.
Notepad accessed.
Who do I ask about this Essence Stone?
Speak with Zeo about that.
Notepad accessed.
Right. Getting to Zeo won't be easy. This is one of the guarded areas. If I go there now, I'm dead. The thing about Outcast is it's not one of those games you could just go run around shooting people, shooting the enemy. They'll do worse to you unless you can help slow them down. Wait a minute. There's a Delco over there.
Stable organic energy detected. Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
Low-level soldiers nearby.
UZASH-1 ammo located.
How many of them are there? 1, 2. Oh, they've seen me. No, don't tell me now. How you don't try this? Gotcha. So I mean, they were only the low-level soldiers. So if I try fighting a higher one, good as dead.
explosive detected.
This means.
Excuse me, pal. Hello.
Oh, the yards smile on me. You are the Ulukai, no?
Yeah, that's me. Good old Ulukai.
I cannot wait to tell my friends that I meet you today. What can Zelenas do for you this wonderful moon?
What can you tell me about the Temple Fae?
Oh my, yes, that is right. You are correct to look there, Ulukai.
Look there?
For your mon, silly. It is there, or at least I think it is, at the top of the temple inside the Great Flame itself.
You've seen it?
Well, I think so. When I was a young Talon, I tried to free the Ventilopes from the Ventilope camp on the other side of the barrier to the north of the Temple Fae. I was releasing one when it began to fly away and picked me up in its claws by mistake.
By mistake?
Oh, yes. I am sure it did not mean to do it. Ventilopes are such nice creatures. Anyway, as I was flying over the Temple Fae, I got a good look at the flame, and I was admiring how pretty it looked when I saw a black box in the center of it.
And you think that's where the Mon is?
Well, it is a great place to hide it if you did not want someone to find it easy.
Out of curiosity, what did this nice Ventilope do to end your flight?
I am sure it did not mean to hurt me.
It dropped you, didn't it?
It is such a simple creature. They would never harm a Talon in their life if soldiers did not train them to do so.
Lexicon accessed.
What are those creatures in the pens?
Creatures? Oh no, silly Ulukai. They are called Twanha. They are my best friends in all of Adelpha.
Lexicon accessed.
What can you tell me about these Tonkas?
You have no idea of how peaceful and wonderful the Twanha truly are. They have a family just like ours, with a mother and a father. The parents are so protective of the young that they are never seen until they are full grown.
That's pretty protective.
Yes, they are such a great animal. Unfortunately, Feyran feels otherwise.
Why is that?
You see these pens around the village? They were built by him to contain and tame the wild Twanha of Shamazar. He now makes them work just as hard as the rest of the Talon here. I try to give them all the care I can, but every moon I see their spirit drop lower and lower.
It's that bad for them?
How would you like it if you had to carry Riss all moon long? I do not think you would like that life at all, Ulukai.
How do I ride one of these Twanha?
Oh, I do not approve of any Talon riding, my friends. It seems so wrong, do you not think?
I really don't know, Zelenus. I never gave it much thought.
I do all the time. Seeing them work so hard, bringing them back when they look half dead from exhaustion, it makes me upset.
Well, let's imagine that I would be nice to it.
Oh, I trust you, Ulukai. I know that you would be kind to them. To ride one of my friends, you would simply show it its gi, approach them from the left side, and it will let you get on.
And that's it?
Yes, they are not like us. They trust so completely.
So when I'm not riding it, what do I have to do?
They will usually find a spot to eat or drink from. If you do not see it for a long time, you have only to come back to the village. They usually return to my loving arms.
Nice image. Yikes.
Oh yes, Ulukai, you must promise to feed them hottie. If you ever find them, they simply love those. I have seen a poor Twanha being chased by a Gamor once. It saw a hottie and stopped to eat it.
It just stopped?
Yes, poor thing. I guess it was really hungry to have forgotten about that Gamor.
Either that or extremely dumb.
I am sorry, Ulukai.
Never mind. Anything else?
Oh yes. Twanhars do not like to get into water.
Tell me more about this Gi.
As you wish, Urukai. What would you like to know?
What is it exactly?
The Gi is a piece of cloth that is dipped in its mother's sweat.
You mean to tell me it's a sweat sock?
I do not know that term, Urukai. When a Twanhar smells its odor, it becomes as tame as a small child with its parent.
I don't know any children who were tame around their parents. I sure wasn't.
Well, that is what makes the Twanhar such a grand creation of the yards. Its simplicity.
And I sure wouldn't have behaved if you'd shoved my dad's gym socks under my nose.
Ugh.
Yeesh.
Yeah, you could buy a Twanhar. But I'll buy one later, they could be pretty expensive. Need to get more sockets. Actually, I better save my game. Wow, it saves a lot faster. Right, see if there's anyone else I can talk to. Get more side quests. Wait, is that what I think it is? Ah! They made it a lot easier to find those poles sticking out of the marshes to find hidden items. There's one over there. In the original game, they're like really small sticks you had to have a good eye to look out for. Oh shit. I forgot about them things. I don't know what they're called in this world, but I'm just going to call them spiders.
Foreign material detected.
Go away. Anyway, after that, there it is. Go away. Metal detected. There's another one over there.
Stable organic energy detected.
Head back. canister still there.
HKP-12 ammo located.
Come on. There we go. I'm going to assume it's a ventilope nest. There we go. Good view from here. Right, now we get down. You go. Alright, okay, fine. Soldiers over there.
Low-level energy source detected. Unstable organic energy detected. Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
Guess I'll have to go through them.
Metal in warning. Low-level energy source detected.
So the two of them, okay. I'll take them on.
Metal detected. HKP-12 ammo located.
Teleports. Forget which one does what. Wait, hang on. How do you use it? Oh, that way first. Whoa. I don't know, let's just kill him.
Detected.
Should we figure out those gadgets again? Right, so pressing square just puts it back. Right, so that's what that one does. I don't know how I got it to work, but there we go.
Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
Should try to set stairs now to get back up there. That'll do. Or not. Just go for this gadget to stop. Where the hell are the stairs? There we go, stopped.
Metal detected.
Anyway, let's go find these Talons most to find.
Warning. Mid-level energy source detected.
Yo, Shorty. Hey there.
Hail to you, Ulukai. I am Solas. You have not seen a Talon who had an animal following him coming towards me, have you?
I don't think so.
Zort, that animal-loving Salinas is going to get me reverted if he does not hurry up.
What's happening with Zelinus?
He was supposed to deliver a Twanha with bags of rice for me, so I could continue my rounds to the farmers in the fields. If I do not get to work soon, Croax's soldiers will revert me for sure.
Where is Zelinus?
That is a very good question, Urukai. If you see him, tell him I need that Twanha now. He is usually in the village being too friendly with those Zort Twanha.
Sure.
Notepad accessed.
It's just one of them extras.
Come here a second, would you?
How's it going?
Urukai, I had heard you were in Shamazar. I am a Dolotai guardian myself, but please do not tell any Talan. I am only counting risks for Croax, so we can learn of how much resources he has.
Tell me a bit more about the risks.
This risk is going to feed the soldiers of Croax. Feyran has made it law that all of the soldiers will be given all food before other Talan.
Doesn't sound very fair.
Of course it is not. The soldiers eat all the risk we make for them. If they do not get it regularly, they become weak and vulnerable.
So why not stop making it?
It is hard to get all to agree to this. Mar, the leader given to us by Croax, is a very stupid but very loyal leader. All are afraid of him.
Can't you do something about Mar?
No, Ulukai. You know the way of the Talan is one of no violence. Mar does not know that every Talan fears him almost more than Feyran. One bad word from him, and most Talan would find themselves reverted the next moon.
If he's so dumb, why do you think Croax picked him?
Because he can easily control him, and he feels assured that Mar will never turn on him. But Mar might listen to you. One of the Shamaz here has been slowly trying to gain his trust, and telling him great stories about you.
Why should I talk to him?
All Talan will do nothing to help you stop Feyran until they know Mar will not turn them in. All Talan must be as one, or none will stand for fear of having to harm another Talan.
Right, I'm going to do something very risky. I need to get into that structure quickly. Just going to be very careful. Very dangerous territory.
High-level energy source detected. UZASH-1 ammo located.
Just need to quickly pick the right one. That's the one I need. There we go. Yeah, I figured it out now.
Stable organic energy detected.
I shall not be seen. I've got to do this faster. I can't pick up ammo on this one.
HKP-12 ammo located.
There it is. Visibility's off. He's gonna have to get out of here fast. We've got no trophy. Now, L1 is...
UZAFH-1 ammo located. Stable organic energy detected.
This one right along here. Oh no, they've seen me.
Foreign material detected.
Right, safe. There's the Temple Fae. Damn spiders again.
Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
Gotcha!
FT-74X ammo located.
Oh.
In stash.
Stable organic energy detected.
Small blocks.
Foreign vegetation with high levels of adrenaline detected.
Hurry up!
Bars.
Pardon me, buddy. How you doing?
I am very busy, Ulukai. I must clear this accident we had trying to repair the temple car.
So what happened?
We are very scared to be here. We hear always the gorgor in the waters behind the temple car, and it makes us afraid. The soldiers want us to finish soon and return to our field to work. We almost finished, but the rocks fell and blocked the path. We are trying to clean it before soldiers see it.
What is this about a gorgor?
It is a huge and deadly beast that lies sleeping in the waters behind the temple car. Any who ever dare wake it by entering the water are said to never leave the water again. It moves ever so often in the water and makes a terrible noise.
Sounds spooky.
It is, Ulukai. I wish someone would just kill it, but I do not think anyone can do. It only comes out once in a great moon to take away Talan in their sleep. I hate being this close to it.
Lexicon. Access.
What can I do to help?
Do not trouble yourself, Ulukai. You have more important things to do besides help us. But if I had a wish, it would be for a large piece of dynamite to blow that accident to the yards.
Notepad. Accessed.
Why don't you get your men out of there?
What are you going to do, Ulukai?
Trying to get rid of that accident for you.
As you wish. Leave this area! Ulukai wants to do something!
Levels of adrenaline detected.
Pretty sure I had one. Oh, there it is. Which level was left? Come on, move out.
Yo, Shorty, why don't you get your men out of there?
What are you going to do, Ulukai?
Trying to get rid of that accident for you.
As you wish.
There we go. Now they're moving.
Leave this area! Ulukai wants to do something!
Right. There we go.
That was some explosion, wasn't it?
Yeah. Take this, please. We shall tell others of your deed here this moon.
Also, we'll have to do in time. There's the Well of Souls.
Foreign vegetation detected.
Can I see you for a second? Greetings.
Hello, Ulukai. I am Zio, caretaker of the Well of Essence.
What is the Well of Essence?
The well? It is where all Talan come to become Well of Essence. This energy flows through them, adult, and can join the rest of us to work for the Yods. No one knows which essence a Talon will become until after the conversion ceremony. This is where they are raised until it is time for their conversion into adulthood at the Well of Essence.
Lexicon accessed. Stable organic energy detected.
I thought the thing went off for a second. I'm trying to talk to him.
Why are there no females around?
They do not like to be around us males unless it is the time of mating. Then, for only 5 moons, we males are allowed to travel to Kizar. We are then chosen by the females for mating if we are lucky.
And the unlucky ones?
They get to care for the children for the 5 moons. After that time, we males must leave, taking with us any of the males who have come of age. We then bring them here for a large conversion ceremony.
And Pharaon lets this happen?
He has no choice. If the time of mating is missed, no new soldiers will be created for his forces.
How many times you been picked?
Ulukai, that is a very personal question.
What is the history of this Well of Essence?
The Well of Essence has been used by all Talon for countless thousands of moons. The first ever Talon to receive his essence here, we call the first Talon. He came to the well, curious as to what was inside it. When he stood close, the essence energy that comes from inside washed over him, converting him into a Ka Talon.
How did he know?
Soon after this, he was able to use his new essence to heal another Talon. Later, all Talon began to go to the well. They discovered that Talon who were under a certain age could not get their essence yet. So now we hold a conversion ceremony with Talon children, only when they are ready.
I had a conversion ceremony like that too, only it was in the back seat of a Ford Mustang.
All Talon used to look forward to standing on the very stone that the first Talon stood upon to receive his essence. But that stone, the Essence Stone, has been taken by Croax.
Lexicon accessed.
Oops. I keep getting to hold the arm.
Why did Croax take the Essence Stone?
Croax is a power-hungry Talon. He thinks that by possessing the Essence Stone and praying with it at the Temple Fae, he can convince the Yod Fae to deliver him more soldiers during the conversion ceremony.
Has it worked?
I do not think so. He keeps it hidden outside the Temple Fae someplace. If anyone were able to return the stone to me, the soldiers would be quite upset.
Upset?
Yes. They all consider it to be their own personal stone to the Yods. Were it to disappear, the soldiers would lose much heart. Also, the workers of Shamazar would be extremely happy. Anything to return all lives to normal would be a welcome change.
Dropping any hints, are we, Zio?
Oh no, Ulukai. I am thinking out loud.
Notepad accessed.
I found this stone. Is this what you were talking about?
Yods, no, Ulukai. Why would you ever think such a stone to be our precious Essence Stone?
Well, for starters, there were soldiers guarding it up in the town next to the Temple Fae.
There were? I wonder if... Oh, yes! I can see now. The stories must be true.
That's great. What are you talking about?
The caretaker of the Well of Essence that witnessed Croax taking the Essence Stone was not thought to have been very upset. There are stories around that he had known Croax was coming and he had made a copy of the stone. He then hid the original someplace dangerous where no Talon would dare look.
So you can tell this was a fake without even touching it, but Croax steals it and still thinks it's the real Essence Stone?
Soldiers Do not have the best eyesight, Urukai. Spent most of his free time catching Sankar in the waters. He could have placed it in the waters around Shamazar somewhere.
There's quite a bit of water here. Can you be more specific?
From what I know, he never liked the Sankar near the Temple Fey waters. He did not like their taste.
Lexicon accessed. Foreign vegetation detected.
Sorry everyone, I just had to make a quick break. Right, back. Sorry. Couldn't wait. That's the problem when you do something live. You need to take some breaks. Right. So if I understood correctly, I need to go to one of the other temples to find the real Essence Stone. Whoa. What's the policy? I'm still a bit buggers up. I better fix this.